Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Welcome back to the Tungsten Wire. I don't know how to do these openings. I'm not very good at them. Anyways, I should probably write one down, eh? Anyways, we're going to be talking about the UK government funneling £1 million of public money to pro-Israel groups amid campus crackdowns. It is going to be one of those going over an article type videos. So without further ado, let us get into it. So the UK government funnels £1 million of public money to pro-Israel group amid campus crackdown. The British government is allocating a £1 million package of public funds to a vehemently Zionist and pro-Israel organization, the Union of Jewish Students (UJS), under the guise of combating anti-Semitism. The decision, announced as students across the UK protested Israel's ongoing genocide in Gaza, and before anybody tries to stop me and say that we are actually in a ceasefire. They literally just bombed the Gaza again, killing 104 people, and then deciding, hey, you know what? We're back. The ceasefire's back on. The ceasefire's back on. Right? Like, am I allowed to go and rob a store and then as I leave, I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm back to being a law-abiding citizen. Am I allowed to do it? No. So why are they allowed to do it? The ceasefire is not on. It's not something. It's not a switch. You can't just turn it on and off, right? So, anyways, there is no ceasefire at the time that this was written. There was no ceasefire, and right now there is no ceasefire. It's all been a fake peace deal. Kyle Kulinski was right. He said it was a fake peace deal from the beginning, and it is a fake peace deal. It's a fake deal in general. They're still killing people, and when the IDF is not involved in the killing, they're ISIS affiliated gangs. I'm not even joking. This sounds like a conspiracy theory. It's true. They're ISIS affiliated gangs that they are arming and funding are the ones killing Palestinians. Anyways, back to this. The decision, announced as students across the UK protested Israel's ongoing genocide in Gaza, is an obvious political effort to silence criticism of Israel and conflate it with hatred of Jewish people. Criticizing Israel is not criticizing Judaism. It is not anti-Semitism. It is not hatred of Jewish people. Just like criticizing Saudi Arabia and the UAE, which for the UAE, in an upcoming video about what they've done in Sudan, I'm going to be talking about it. It's not Islamophobic to talk about the UAE and the crimes that they are committing. The difference is the UAE doesn't try to conflate itself with Islam. It doesn't say like we are, well, they are an Islamic or Muslim nation, predominantly. But they don't go around going like, we are the we are 100% the Muslim country. I'm trying to say something here. I know what I'm trying to say, but the words aren't coming out. They don't pretend to speak for all Muslims. Is essentially what I'm trying to say. But Israel does, which puts Jews in more danger if you think about it, right? Be- it's not fair. It's not fair to the Jewish people that what the Star of David on that flag represents right now, because it represents genocide. Unfortunately, that's not fair because Jewish people didn't ask for that. But Israel keeps trying to conflate it, right? Israel is saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that Jews or the Jewish people are committing genocide. I'm saying Israel's committing genocide. And I'm not conflating Israel and Zionism with Judaism. Israel is doing that, and they should stop. The UJS, which positions itself as the voice of Jewish students, is deeply enmeshed with the Zionist establishment. It is linked to the World Zionist Organization, a key driver of illegal, violent settlements that steal Palestinian land in the occupied West Bank and East Jerusalem. So, the UK government is currently going to give a group £1 million of taxpayer money that is connected to the Zionist establishment and is linked to the WZO, which is a key supporter, like it says, of the illegal settlements. Do you remember? I don't know if you've seen it, but there was a video of a woman getting brutally attacked on her olive in her olive orchard, in her olive tree grove. Can I talk today? I'm so sorry. right? That's what they support. And they're giving £1 million in taxpayer money to this type of organization. Under this scheme, the UJS will train university staff to identify harassment, a program critics warn will be used to falsely label legitimate support for Palestinian rights and condemnation of Israeli war crimes as anti-Semitic. And this is exactly what it's going to do. This is what's happening to someone like Mark Carney, who is not anti-Semitic. If anything, he's very pro-Zionist. But him recognizing Palestine, which is, as vanilla as it comes, because he hasn't taken any steps to stop the funding of the genocide, the arming of the genocide. He's done nothing. He's just stated that he recognizes the state of Palestine. And they're calling that anti-Semitic. Because, I don't know, apparently wanting human rights for Palestinians is anti-Semitic. And if that's the case, come on, guys. This comes alongside authoritarian warnings from the Department for Education that universities must ban disruptive protests. Protests are disruptive. That's the whole point. Nobody's listening to someone who just stands in the corner with a sign. Nobody cares. It's when you start disrupting, it's when you start being a nuisance that people want to listen. A clear reference to the growing Palestine solidarity movement. The government's crackdown relies on the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, which has been widely condemned as a tool for censorship designed to shield the Israeli state from accountability. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has disgracefully branded the student-led protests as un-British, attacking democratic dissent while whitewashing Israeli atrocities. The IHRA definition of anti-Semitism conflates the criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism. So the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism is already hugely problematic. The UJ itself is the UJS itself is a fervent advocate for the Zionist state. Its then president was filmed boasting that its alumni serve in senior roles in the Israeli government, military, and intelligence apparatus. The organization explicitly aims to strengthen what it calls a personal relationship with Israel among students, actively promoting an ideology of settler colonialism. They're giving £1 million of taxpayer money to this organization. An organization that has ties to the government, the military, and the intelligence apparatus. The military being the IDF. The IDF being the organization currently committing genocide in Gaza. This is why 1 million people come out in London into the streets. They're disrupting traffic. Oh well. I'm sorry, but oh well. They're giving £1 million to people who commit genocide. This funding represents a blatant use of public money to empower a group aligned with a state accused of genocide, all while the government engages in a sweeping crackdown of the right to protest. It is a dangerous escalation that abandons genuine safety for Jewish students in favor of enforcing a pro-Israel orthodoxy and suppressing growing public outrage over the massacres in Gaza. I mean, what's left to be said? Everything that needs to be said has been said. Yet, nobody's listening. Nobody cares. Right? It's surprising. It isn't surprising. That's the sad part. It's not surprising that a government that has recognized the state of Palestine, by the way, in the UK, is willing to give taxpayer money to an organization that supports illegal international crimes against humanity. The settlements are illegal under international law. They are illegal. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This organization, the UJS, is affiliated with organizations that help facilitate those settlements. And they're about to get £1 million of taxpayer money. Anyways, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this piece, support the Tungsten Wire by subscribing. We would really appreciate it. It's free. We take no corporate money, no sponsorships. and no pay-to-play deals. I mean, let's face it, we're small. Nobody cares about us. Why would they pay us? But if ever one day we do, we will never ever. We do not want to compromise on what we talk about. Our work is fully independent and fueled by readers. And you know what? I'm not going to read this anymore. I do this every video. I say I'm not going to read it, and I'm not. If you like this video, please subscribe. Give us a like. Let me know what you think. Do you think? Well, I want to know what you think. Do you think that Israel is creating more problems in terms of when it comes to the rise of anti-Semitism? When they say, like, I think about when Adam Friedland said about, he looks at that flag and that flag is committing, people flying that flag are committing just some of the worst atrocities you've ever seen known to man, and then they turn around and say, well, I'm doing it for you. As a Jewish person, I'm doing it for you. Like, how are you supposed to feel like that, right? Like, anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and peace be upon you.